Hey guys, welcome back. This is Planethead with Flying in Eve, or Flying in Space, or Dying in Eve. um, I am on day 545 of flying out here in Stain. Um, I've died once a couple episodes ago, but I am still rolling around. Um, Last video I talked a lot, so I thought I'd do a decent amount here. I've spent the last day or so doing a lot of traveling. Let's go ahead and close that. And close that. I have gotten a lot done as far as exploring. Just in Mr. Jeremiah Johnson here. Um, it, he was born on Christmas Day, so I guess he'd be about 4 days old now. Eve time. Um, got a lot done. Currently, my net worth is at 97 million. I think it's actually more than that because the last day or so I've found some really nice relic sites out here that I've been able to do with such limited skills and equipment. Um, but the more important thing that I've been able to do is just scout out more and more of Stain. I did die a couple days ago, right in this area. But I've been putting down save spots all through here, along gates, along all sorts of different things. And as you can see down here, each system I go into, I'm going to have a couple save spots I can jump to, which will make it a lot easier for me not to die. Um, I'm currently at one of these save spots here. Um, some info that I've gained from flying through. This area here seemed to be, when you first come in, was a little bit of a hotbed right here. There was some dying going on up here. I didn't really go up in that area too much. I saw some kills. There might have been a fight going on between a couple of different people. Down here, I had some good info from one or two of the players just helping me out. Um, as I flew over into this area, it seemed to be kind of owned by a particular group. I think it's called Good Sax, S-A-X, or at least a decent number of people riding around. I was kind of looking at this right here because I've got some NPC stations there that I thought might be a little bit helpful. So I might come back that way, especially if I have to come back through to get back out here. Rolled down this way, set up some save spots, got some good anomalies in this area, but as you remember, I died right here, jumping through here, so you got to be careful when you're going through one-to-one spots. Again, more save spots. I got down to here, and this was an area right here. There was a lot of traffic coming through, but there was also a fellow there for at least 24 hours that was really trying to grab people. Um, I'm not going to give out his name because that's his gameplay. I got around him, but there was really trying to kill people right here, so I was trying to keep my head above my waters. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Let's drink some coffee and think about it for a second. Um, One thing I did notice, if I remember correctly, in LC TAC 1ED, um, 1ED, uh, I think there was a player controlled station, but that was open to all players to land there in that system there. So that was kind of interesting. A lot of traffic coming through here. I saw a couple of fleets coming through while I was sneaking around. This was a good little area right here. It's got some production. Might be very useful to me. Dropped a bunch of save spots in here. Didn't have a whole lot of problems there. And I'm currently over in this area. I was able to drop save spots all through here. A lot of action going on down here. I'm on my way back here. I think I'm in S-Tech D right now. Is that correct? Yes, S-Tech D. Nobody's here. Good, good, good. Let's just get moving. I got a text. Sorry. Real life friends are always more important than playing a video game. Okay, cool. That actually reminds me, I will be going up to a friend of mine's cabin tomorrow evening, and another friend of mine's visiting me during the day tomorrow. Just got my holiday off. Um, so my gameplay will be a little limited over the next couple days because there's low levels of connectivity in that area. So if I do play, I might just upload the videos or save them to make a created video. I'm not sure. But so if I go away for a little bit, it is not because I'm um, not able to play or not. Tough to talk when you're sitting in a Starbucks on your laptop, making videos. So back to here just to give you an idea. So this wasn't too bad down here. I stopped here and then I made a. I don't know why I missed this, um, but I didn't realize it before. I thought that this down here went straight through. And I didn't even notice that this was not connected. I was originally going to fly down this way, swing on down through, and go through this way. It doesn't. I'm an idiot. Um, it's more like a tree. The only real full way through to get through here is to go up this way or out through Esoteria. Both of those are full Empire, NPC, not NPC, player controlled spaces. So you got to be very careful in there. Um, so I was originally going to swoop down here, and then I realized all this stuff here is not a way through. So you can get yourself bottlenecked and get stuck down here. That is not something that I want to mess around with right now. So I kind of hit a juncture point right here. Did I want to try to get up this way? Boy, that is a lot of one-way trips through there. Did I want to try to go through that way, or did I want to back up and just see where I'm at this point? And I decided I'm going to back up and just focus on learning this area here. I may take a jaunt up in this area just to see what it's like. I'm not sure who lives there. Again, cool. Nobody's here. But let's play some. Let's see here. I've got, if I remember correctly, I think there is one anomaly in this system. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. Now, remember, this is not the best ship in the world, scanning ship. It is still the beginner ship. One thing that I'm going to be doing is utilities, and we're going to go to the notepad. I like to make little notes or shopping lists. Whenever I finally do find a wormhole that goes directly back to high sec or even low sec area that's close to high sec, I want to have a shopping list of things that I want to pick up to bring back in. So what I'll do is, if I find that spot through, I'll take maybe some stuff to sell, and then jump through, sell it, pick up what I need, and bring it back out. And what I'm really looking for is a combat frig, some BPOs, and things that I can start doing some fighting out here once I find quiet areas. Found a few. I don't want to bring those up just yet, and that will move me on to the next stage. So I'm thinking once I get back from my trip up to the mountains, I'll probably start working on that. But if I get into it a little bit tonight, then that's good. So what I'm really looking for right now are still anomalies or level 3 anomalies or less, whether they be relic or data sites, or wormholes that go directly out. Now, I could actually go wormhole to wormhole to wormhole. I'm not willing to mess around with that just yet. I want to spend as much time out here in Stain to learn about it and pass that information along to you guys or anybody else who's listening. So let's just see what this anomaly is here. Boo, boo, boo. Good, good, good. We'll drop that out there. And once I do this, I'll show you one other little trick that I've learned over the past bit that saves me a lot of time, which I did not do just here, but I'm going to be doing the next couple of weeks while I'm doing a lot of exploration. Hopefully, once I get that foothold and find a couple different places I like, that's a combat site. Then I'll get more into the fighting out here and stuff like that and building a few things. So the important part here is I now know that's a combat site. So what I'll do is I'll come back up here, go into my utilities, industry, personal, where was it there? Utilities, there we go. And then we're going to go into Notepad. And we're going to create another note. I want a second note here. And we're going to name it SIGs. Why not? And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type in the system, KC, And I'm going to do one space just to denote it away. If you notice, that signature ID is PGO. To start off, that's all I need to do, and put combat there. There we go. And now that is saved, so if I lose connection or I log out for the day, these signatures can last 1 to 2 days sometimes. Maybe the combat ones go even longer. When I come back through the system, if I want to check to see if there's any anomalies available, maybe there's 3 cosmic signatures. I'll pull up my notes and I'll see maybe that signature is still there, and I don't have to scan that one down. It'll save me some time. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump into 42 TAC DUOW. Now the other part here is anytime I'm jumping through these gates, I could die instantaneously. I mean, it kind of feels like the ring gates for the Expanse. The new, I think it's something like 3% of the ships went missing. There could be somebody camping the other side here. Okay, so we got Ocean Calm here. Okay, but he's not on the gate, so we're going to instantaneously go to one of my locations. I have a save site here, and you notice now this is getting a little bit easier. I didn't even actually, I'm so used to doing the drop down, I could have just right clicked and warped, and that would have been faster, it would have been smarter. Got my directional scanner going up here, so I don't have anybody in system real close. The way I'm denoting my locations down here, I'll put safe, and then I'll put what sites, what important spots in the system are viewable within 14.3 AU of the safe spot. Now this one I put all sites, safe all sites, because every single site and gate is within 14.3 AU. How does that help me? It actually lets me scan them down. So right here, just with my directional scanner, see how that bubble will show me everything that is in space within that bubble right now. Now, if I want to check out one of these little gates here, and if you know directional scanning, I'm not going to spend 1,000 years on this. Again, this is not an instructional video, but just to say, hey, this is what I'm doing. What I can do is I can change the trajectory down to, see how that's 15 degrees? We can go all the way down to 5%. Then I can aim it. Do I want to see if anybody is at gate A, let's just say gate W TAC V. There we go. Notice how that changed. And then I scan it. I always use a hotkey for V to scan. It tells me that nobody is currently at that gate that isn't cloaked up. So we're going to jump through there. Got 3 anomalies in system right now. Always want to reset this back. But there is one other person in system, so I'm going to pass this up for now and maybe come back to it at the end there. The note-taking that I said earlier can be really helpful, especially in wormholes or in areas like this where you have 3 cosmic anomalies, but maybe you come back in later on, there's 4 of them. So now instead of having to scan down all 4, you just only have to scan down 1 because you've got it notated. I did it again. I'm so used to doing the drop down, I need to get used to just hitting boom, boom. Maybe I could move this up here. Really wouldn't hurt anything. So I'm looking, when I come into system anyway, I'm going to be looking to see if anybody's in local. Good, good. Other things to take note of while you're flying around in here, especially with your directional scanner, is you can get really good feedback as you hang out longer and longer. Number 1, if there's anybody else in system, look at what corporations they're in and alliances they're in. I've noticed Good Sex Alliance is out there. I think it's an alliance. I've also seen a little bit of Test, Please Ignore out here, and there's a group that was flying through the other day, so I don't know if they were just connecting. Big group of fleeted up ships. I'm not somebody who knows who is fighting who at each time, but it is kind of interesting to see a living world. So as an example, in my directional scanner here, I see there's an Astra house here and a Fortizar right here. If I show the info, it will then tell me who the corporation is. So this is Good Sax's Alliance. Dust Expedition Team is a corporation, but they're part of that alliance, so that is owned there. And then show this one. That's interesting. This is part of Goonswarm. So Good Sax and Goonswarm are in the same area. But then I also saw some Test Please Ignores flying by. So, interesting. Very interesting. I know that Test and Goonswarm were in a big war for about a year. It just ended about a month or two ago. So that's interesting. I don't know if I've ever run across a Goonswarm place. I know that I just kind of steer clear of them because they're really good. So's Test. A lot of these guys are so much better at this game than I am. Good. So what we want to do here is load up our cores. Let's see if there's any cosmic. We got 2 cosmic anomalies. So let's see if either one of them is worthwhile. Once this pops up. Again, gonna put myself on the move a little while I'm in my safe spot, just in case somebody starts trying to scan me down. So we got that there. Okay, analyze. I got a really good relic site the other day. It was only a level 1, so it was easy to scan down. And I think I pulled out like 44 million ISK worth of salvage. It was incredible. Maybe not that. I know that one of the boxes had like 24 million ISK. I think it was like 32 million or something like that total. I'm also not messing around while I'm out here. If somebody else comes into system, I will, and I'm scanning down boxes, I will finish off that last box, keep my directional scanner up here to see if there's any probes in the area, and if there is, I'll get out. I'll give up that loot. I get into trouble sometimes when I'm pushing myself a little, taking too many little chances. So down the road, I won't have any problem trying to stick that out. One thing I want to do is I've seen a lot of other lower level ships. I don't have the skills yet to fight back. But if I see a heron rolling through, or I think there's a battle heron that I don't want to fight with. But if I see another one of those ships, I might hold off my spots. Okay, so there is a wormhole. That's important. We're going to find out. Let's scan down the other one. We're going to finish scanning this one down. Oh, let's get this in the middle there. Good. Zip, and then zip. Okay, so we got that one up and running. Now let's get this one started. Now what I like to do is not waste any time. So while that one's scanning, I will warp to 100 outside of this wormhole. Why am I warping to 100? Just in case, I won't warp to 0 because just in case if I fly to it and somebody comes out of it right when I'm coming up on it, they could shoot and kill me. If 100 out, it gives me a chance to be a little bit safer. But while I am flying there, I'm still doing a little bit of scanning here. So we'll go ahead and minimize that for a second. Show info. So this one goes to unknown parts of space. So it goes to another regular wormhole. Just to show you, there she is. Look at. So there's the wormhole there. Now, from what I understand, and I don't have this down, these wormholes, depending on the color and I think how much they're like blobbing around or something. Tells you what kind of wormholes they are, where they're going, how long they have to live. If you do a show info on it, this particular is beginning to decay, so it's right at the beginning of the start of its lifetime, so you're still fine there. Plus, the smallest ships, like my frigate, can get in and out. So these tend to last longer because less ships can fly through them. And these are the types of wormholes that I don't mind using getting back and forth from here. Like I said before, I really am not going to have, once I really get this going, I'm not going to have to fly in and out of Stain going the hard way through like I did the first couple of times that often. I'll have to stop, do it every once in a while. Most of my travels to and from are going to be through wormholes. And once I get even better ships, or at least more ships that I can get blown up in, um, I will start using the wormholes. Right now I'm just going direct at wormholes, but some of them go straight to high sec. But down the road I'll start scanning into other ones, but I want to make sure I have the ability to get back, or at least die. And if I die, it'll send me back to the station that I'm at here as my home station, and I just pick up another one and keep rolling. So I'm being a little bit more careful than I would like to be, but that's all about just trying to stay alive. So let's just head back here, and we will come back and scan this site down a little bit farther. Really looking forward to that next stage, because that really opens up my gameplay, allowing me, if one thing is, if the anomalies aren't coming up for me, oh, there's a combat site. Okay. Um, then I can move on to fighting things with asteroids. Once my ships get better, maybe I can start doing some of these combat anomalies, these combat sites, different stuff like that. So just keep pushing, edging along. Okay, so now that I have those, I want to go back over here into my utilities, notepad, and still always keeping an eye on local. Nobody's come in while I'm sitting here. And want to go alphabetical because it's always easier. We're going WTAC V. Once you start making this, you don't have to write all this stuff out every time because you're just going to be changing the IDs. The sites will stay the same. So we got that there. Oops. And that is a 9. There we go. And then we got two anomalies here. We've got, is that OUH? OUW. OUW is a combat. And then the wormhole was TAQ. Good, good, good. Wormhole to wormhole. There we go. Oop, and try to keep it a little bit normal. So, and then let's say I decide to play later on tonight and I want to fly back through here. I come in, there's 3 anomalies there. I know one of them is good for me. I pull up my notepad. Let's say only one of them, let's say the OUW one is still there. I know that's a combat. I don't need to scan that one down. I've now saved myself 33% of the time. Let's say the TAQ one is gone. Now I know 2 of them are scannable. Boom. Ready to roll. So that is about that. Getting to about the end here. Let's just take one more shot and see if anything. Where's our map? There we are. So I am in WTAC-V. We'll go over to A4UG. A4UG. Jump, jump, jump. Still nobody around. It's been pretty quiet over here. Oh, whoops, I need to get my probes in. There we go. I do want to remember WTAC-V West Virginia has the Fortizar and the Astor House for the 2 different groups. But nobody here, though. That's the weird part. Okay. Another Astra house here. Let's get to our save spot first. Always. Nope. Don't do the drop down. We want to warp to there. That's what I need to do. I need to sit there. My first thing coming through the gate is look at the number of people. Boom. Come over to here. Warp. Boom. And then look to see what's here. So I've got this Astra house here. Let's see. That looks like, I think that was the Goon Swarm too. So we got 2 Goon Swarm Astra houses right there. Now an Astra house is nothing to Goon Swarm from what I understand. That costs them nothing. So I got my notepad over here. Good. Let's see if we have any anomalies. We got 1 anomaly. I know that one there is I've seen it a few times, only because it's a really easy, it's horrible, it's really easy ID to go by. It's a JEW, Jew. No, I am not anti-Semitic. It was just really easy to remember. So I know I don't have to scan that down. That is actually the site that reminded me to start doing the notepads. I hadn't done scanning in so long, and I realized that A4 UG Tech O, and then if I remember correctly, that is a combat site. So I don't need to scan it down. Notice if I wasn't writing all this out right now, that would have saved me a half second. I would have been able to fly into the system, pull up the anomalies and go, that one's already taken, and move on, rather than spend the time scanning it down and find out it's a combat site that I can't do. So if I'm just trying to scan down systems or anomalies, that's a great way to save yourself a ton of time. You can do that. You don't have to use the in-game notepad. I just like using it because then I have it in front of me. So there we go. Is that an AG? Let's go try CBGG. Just one last shot here. There was a relic site that I got to earlier. Maybe it has repropagated. If I remember correctly, I want to look up again. There is a way that the game calculates new anomalies, or it used to. I'm not sure how often they pop up. I think it might have something to do with the amount of traffic that comes through a site, trying to promote more gameplay. I'm not sure. Okay, let's just see here. Still nobody here. It's pretty quiet. It's a Tuesday night. So, okay, so nobody here. Jump to site, warp to 0. Don't need to warp anywhere special. And now we look here. So we got 2 Astra houses. See, now that I've got these sites, I can take a little bit more time. So that one is Good Sack or Goon Swarm again. Goonwolf. Interesting. And Test 01. Corporation founded. So I don't think this is part of any alliance. Test 01 is the name of the corporation. So this is some sort of test somebody's doing. It's got 16 members. I don't think this is test please ignore. It's just a test of something, because test please ignore is an alliance itself. So, interesting. The corporation was founded over almost 2 years ago. You learn a lot just by looking up the info. Okay, let's see what anomalies are here. Anything? Nothing. Okay, well, that was fun. Other than that, I'm going to have some more fun playing tonight. Maybe roam around a little bit more. I want to wish everybody a great New Year's coming up here. If I'm not able to play, I should be able to get on every once in a while. But it's a yearly thing we do. But I hope you all have a great next couple of days. Uh, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please just pop them into the comment section, or you can always contact me in game. It is Jeremiah Johnson 72. That's the one I've been playing for a little bit last since Christmas, and I'm going to keep doing it. So, alrighty, fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however the heck you want, and have a good one.